Hello and welcome to Behind the Claw. Last week, where we left off, these guys, man, it as as Audrey said, that was intense. These guys actually flew through a pyroclastic cloud coming out of the erupting volcano of Mount Salbarii. At the last minute, their maneuver drive cut out, and Kaz was piloting the ship from the lifters on the landing struts alone. That was it. That was his only way of actually steering the ship. All of the thrust was coming from the pyroclastic cloud moving them itself. And they were blind, they couldn't see where they were going, and it dumped them. They did a big belly flop into the shallow seas. It sunk down below the water and left a big 50-meter long trench on the ocean floor before she came to rest. And that's where we will be picking up. Orion and Casimir, you are in seats. You are seat belted in. You're probably okay. Audrey and Clanker being back in the engineering department. Audrey and Clanker can give me a 2D plus or an athletics dexterity check, or 2D plus your dex modifier.
Ooh,
that's pretty good.
How bad is mine going to be for being standing in the cargo hold?
Well,
right.
Yeah.
With 50 other people.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a shit. Let's see.
He made you a dexterity. Yeah. It'll be a -3 because I don't have athletics.
Well, yeah, you do. Oh, athletics endurance. That still gives you athletics 0. Go ahead and roll 2D. And so at least it's not at -3. That's not bad at all.
Let's go.
So Audrey and Clanker get bounced around the engineering department. If I remember correctly, Audrey at the time had she was kind of hanging into one of the maintenance service ducts.
And all you see is Audrey's tail.
Yeah, I can just see that Audrey's kind of flopping back and forth in there. Both Audrey and Clanker are going to take 5 points of damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Let's see here. Zerzy and Major Tom.
1, 2.
Yeah, I'll re-roll mine because I forgot that you were doing for Clanker. So Clanker got an 11, but he did the 5 damage still.
Oh, but no, because actually 5 damage, that's going to make Audrey unconscious again.
Oh, shit.
No.
Audrey is passed out.
So wounded from the fall on the volcano.
So I'll get to her.
So Clanker radios up to the bridge and alerts you guys that Audrey is unconscious and not responding. The crash for those that are in the cargo hold is potentially a lot worse because there's no seats. There's really nothing to hang on to other than the cargo crane. Major Tom has athletics 1, so whoever wants athletics dexterity 1, whoever wants to roll 2D plus 1 for Major Tom.
I'll do it. 8.
Oof. Oh, 8. Okay, yes. So Major Tom is going to take, ouch, 12 points.
Oh no!
Good lord!
We just got him.
He's still he has like 36 hits, so
okay.
That's not too bad, but ouch. Zerzy, you can give me an athletics dex.
I don't have athletics, so it's just a dexterity -3.
No -3. Just 2D plus your dex.
Athletics 10.
Athletics are the only ones that you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay. Then it'd be a 10.
And so Zerzy, You take 4 points. Everybody else, remember, there's like 50 other people in the cargo hold.
Have we healed from last? We haven't healed from last time, have we?
No.
Not really. We haven't had the
Not
time.
fully.
All right, so this goes into my. I gotta finish.
Yeah, you
How
guys
do you
have.
know when you're unconscious?
So you are unconscious if 2 of your physical attributes are at 0.
I go unconscious.
Okay. So
Nice, good. Okay, so that's 2 of you. Orion, I need your help. Can you drag him over here?
Yep, already on it. Not much
Right,
need for sensors with us being stationary underwater.
Yes. I'm gonna give Audrey a. We'll give her the little hooded dopey face, and Zersey gets the hooded dopey face. And you guys are both unconscious. So essentially, you know, the interior of the cargo bay, all the people that are in there, when this thing hits the water, they all go airborne. And it's like they hang for a second and then crash into each other. They crash into the bulkheads. They crash into the floor. And they all took 14 damage. And rather than calculate on out of the 50 people who was actually unconscious, not all of them went blackout unconscious, but probably about a third of the compartment is unconscious. The other 2/3 are all banged up, various injuries, anything from severe bruising to broken arms, broken legs, dislocations. It's unpleasant.
I'd say Clanker's smart enough to know to pick up Audrey and bring her to.
Well, it looks like
to
Kaz
somebody.
ran through to engineering. So, Kaz, what are you doing?
Yeah, so as I basically push my way, I am wearing my fancy I'm wearing my fancy boarding suit, so
Right.
it's easy for me to walk through. I do make a stop, get my medical equipment, since I realize that yes, boy howdy, am I gonna need some medical equipment. As I walk through, I'm gonna call out if there's any nurses here or any medically trained people. Make your way to the back of the cargo hold on me. We're gonna need to do triage.
That's a good idea. Go ahead
And
and make
oh yeah,
a leadership plus social check. And you
I am not good at those, but that's okay.
You can make
It
you
doesn't
can make
matter.
it with a boon.
Aha! Okay, I can do that. Where is my leadership?
Knowing
Leadership,
every
leadership.
time I say that, in the back of my head, I hear, yes, but boons and banes are not as good or bad as advantage or disadvantages.
Oh
in
shit! I
D&D
actually have
5e.
leadership. Wow. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Do the leadership thing.
I didn't realize
Oh,
I even
there
had
you
it.
go.
Wow.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, they all perk right up, and there are in this group, there are 2 nurses, and I use the term nurse loosely. You're talking about frontier healers, right? They have
That's
some
actually-
experience.
No, but that's actually what I need right now. I don't necessarily need a trained doctor who like needs the all the equipment or like radiologists or any of that sort. I need people that are good at triage because I can treat people, but I need to know like who. I need triage essentially. So I tell them, okay, you two, you're on triage. You know the drill. Black if I can't help them. Red if they're critical. Yellow if they're banged up, but can deal, and then green if it's just a couple of bruises. Basically, anybody who's conscious and not hemorrhaging. What am I doing? I just do a fucking medic check.
Yeah,
There.
there you go. So
Yeah, I give them proper instructions.
yeah, and they are working their way kind of through the crowd. Clanker, of course, is right next to Audrey. If Clanker would like, he can make a medic check to kind of perform a little more first aid on Audrey. Oof.
Oh, wow, he did shit.
Oh, he rolled 2 1s. Ugh. Yeah. So
Even the boon dice was a 1. 3 in a row.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Audrey's still unconscious. And I would say that Clanker's probably smart enough, knowing that he has not been able to do anything, brings Audrey out into the triage area, and then would likely, without being ordered, move back into the engineering section, because he knows, as a crew droid, that pretty much his job at this point is going to be handling engineering, unless you guys want to order him to do something else.
No, I mean at this point, and Ryan, feel free to speak over me if you want, but Kaz is gonna say, "All right, robot, your master's unconscious. Bring him over here, and then make sure that no matter what, the life support does not go out. Go, and then I'm gonna go treat Audrey."
Okay, go ahead and make a medic check, and you get all your.
So the
bonuses.
first thing I'm actually gonna, the first thing I'm going to do is a standard medic check. The next thing I'm going to do, and then after that, I'm going to stick her with a trauma pack to at least get her back up, at least temporarily.
There you go.
Sorry, so let's see. Medic check.
All
right.
Before you make that check, Audrey, what are your physical stats looking like?
Okay, so endurance was reduced all the way, strength was reduced all the way, and I'm missing 2 dexterity.
Okay, so
wow,
yeah,
you're bad off.
Yeah, she's banged up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here is my medical supplies. Just so that we know what what we have on hand, for the nurses as well, just so that we know what we're dealing with. Yeah, okay. Well, I do get a 12 on the medicine check, which I forget what that does.
So,
it's good.
Your initial check over using your portable scanner that comes, your portable med scanner that comes with your medical kit and you immediately determine that Audrey needs some emergency surgery.
Yeah.
Probably to the point where one of those. So previously, and I think you were gone for that, she busted like 4 or 5 ribs. Probably a collapsed lung, some perforations, and so you are going to spend. Well, that's not bad. You're going to spend the next hour doing a brief surgery, and this your 12 gives Audrey back 4 points immediately that she can distribute however she likes. Probably want to bring that one, your dexterity that's down by 2. You probably want to bring that up first.
Oh, bring up the dexterity. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then probably 1 each so that you can just move around.
Okay, how many points? So that was 2 points.
You have 2 more.
Okay, I guess then 2 to strength.
And while Casimir is heading medical operations and working on Audrey,
you find Zerzy unconscious.
Yep, I'm gonna hoist up Zerzy over my shoulder, get him over to the little Kazovac spot that Kaz has set up over here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna snatch up his enhanced medic kit, seeing that he seems to be done with that at the moment, and try to stabilize Zerzy, and then I'll go with the nurses and help out others as needed.
Yeah. So, base, I think at this point it's safe to say that we're gonna start treating people.
Yeah, crew first priority, regardless of triage, and then we go off triage tags.
So, which tech level is that kit? Med kit?
The kit is it's a enhanced med kit, which is 1 moment. The enhanced med kit is 12.
Right, and so that
plus 2.
Plus 2, yes. So you can make a medic plus education check, plus 2.
Medic education plus 2.
There 12. You go. So
Nice,
Zerzy,
nice.
you get 4 points back. You can distribute them how you like.
Okay.
So Audrey, it sounds like, is probably still unconscious. How is Zerzy's physical stats looking?
Well, I was 3 hit points from death. Now I am 7 hit points from death.
Okay, but what? So
Oh, my endurance is at 0, my strength is at 1, my dexterity is at 6.
and is your dexterity full?
Yeah.
Okay, so but your strength is still down.
Yes, and my endurance is also down.
So so both Audrey and Zerzy are still unconscious.
I mean, Audrey is still our best mechanic, so I think after after I'm done with the surgery, I'm gonna stick her with a trauma pack, which is also a medical check.
Yep.
Once
But
we're able to get in the air again, I can fly us if you need to focus on surgery.
well, that's the thing. Our M drive is out, so we need Audrey to repair it. So I'm gonna stick her with I'm gonna stick her with the trauma pack. And she gets, which automatically restores 1d endurance,
Correct.
but it will last for only 1d hours. So basically, it's kind of like, get back up, soldier, and
Right.
yeah, okay, yeah. So basically, yeah, Kazur basically just sticks with a cocktail of drugs, and when Audrey's eyes flutter open and her nose twitches, he says, "All right, well, you got about an hour."
Before you collapse again.
Yeah, you got about an hour. Can you take so before you collapse unconscious, can you please take a look at the M drive, see what's wrong with it?
I feel awful, but okay, I'll go look at the M drive.
So
Is
here.
Tom okay?
So Clanker's back there, and Audrey's like probably like half of a Bic pen sticking that's been taped to the hole in the side where letting out air so that her lung doesn't collapse again. She the lighting is like flickering if not out, and you could hear through the hole. You can hear the occasional thump or some kind of a piece of rock has hit the top of the ship, and it's very obvious to you that you're underwater. Clanker has Mechanic 2, and he's got Engineering 1, all of them. So, Audrey, in your pained state that you are, you are messed up. I would say that you're probably going to be at a minus. I mean, really, you should be at like a -2, maybe a -3, but I'm going to be kind and say that you can make a engineering maneuver drive plus intellect or education, or I guess in this case it would be education, -1. And Zerzy, you can roll 2d plus 1 for Clanker. He's giving assistance.
11 altogether.
Oh no! Yeah, Audrey is in so much pain she can't concentrate.
Well, so Clanker's able to give a +1, and essentially you're not able to fix it, but you are able to find what the fault is, and essentially the maneuver drive just overheated. Now, I can show you.
But we're underwater.
Well, it overheated before it got to the water. There we go. So this is the basics of a maneuver drive. And essentially, even with the cooling systems in place, I mean, you were flying through a pyroclastic flow. So the cooling systems just couldn't heat up or couldn't keep up. It overheated, thus causing the thrust control module to just completely fail, and the power distribution system shut down.
Oh, so that would take care of itself eventually.
Theoretically, after sitting down here in the water for a while, yes. Theoretically, it could resolve its own problem with time.
Well, can we open a door to let water in to make this ship sink some?
I mean, you're already sitting on the ocean
We're
floor.
already at the bottom.
Oh, we can't go down any further.
No.
We should. Well, we could, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, that would be a bad
Just
idea.
putting out
Go back up.
ideas.
Well, I've got an idea. Terrible
Ooh,
idea.
what's your idea? I love
What's
terrible
up,
ideas.
Yeah, what's up, Orion? Lay it on us.
I have a very basic training in mechanics. Very basic. I can see if I can work some sort of bypass and maybe give us enough juice to at least limp up to the surface and maybe get airborne.
Or
Well,
can you open a door
Or
to flood the M drive room, and then we can purge it later?
Possibly cycle the coolant.
Well, hold on,
Try
Audrey. I asked you, Audrey, what's our how likely is our life support to give out in the next 24 hours, given all the people on board?
I haven't checked. I've been working on this.
Yeah, I know, but if you could take a quick look before you pass out.
Audrey can make
Okay.
a engineering life support plus education check.
Okay, engineering. Or hopefully this will be better. No.
Well,
Well,
I don't need a readout.
Well, a 6
I don't.
a 6 tells you
Audrey-
what you need to know. The life support is
6.
holding.
Oh, okay, it's holding for now.
And
Well, then-
you're not seeing that, according to what the life support is telling you, I mean, you're only maybe 30 meters under the surface of the water.
Oh.
Which sounds like a lot, but
But
that's
we probably
actually
won't
for an
be
ocean,
crushed.
that's a little shallow. So,
Yeah.
you're not seeing anything. Obviously, the computer's registering that there's additional pressure on the hull, but it seems to be holding at the moment.
Planet does
So-
have like half Earth gravity.
Right.
Well, yeah, which helps. So I think
Oh
we're
yeah,
not.
then less pressure even then.
Yeah, we're not in a particular rush then. I would say so long as life support holds, you go get some sleep. Actually,
Thank
like
you.
get yourself to a bed before you actually collapse. And
With
then
Clanker's help, I could try to focus on the M drive, take some time, and just see if I can get us into a limping status.
exactly.
Just as a side note, the discussion that we were having earlier about the med bay and that you could replace one of the staterooms with the med bay,
Mhm.
this one right here would be a prime real estate for a med bay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
thinking.
it is very close to
It's
the cargo.
It's on deck 1. It's right near both the cargo hold and the airlock, and is right off
And the
of
bridge.
and the bridge, and right off the crew common area. Perfect location.
It's-
I mean,
Central.
that is the type of location that millionaires are made of.
Well, then I'll also take cabin 6 for myself then. Anyway, or well, this one. I mean, they're all cabin 6. Anyway, regardless, but that's assuming we get out of here. So yeah, okay. Audrey, can you please take yourself and Zerzy, grab your, drag yourselves to beds, and go to sleep. I'll check on you later. Orion, please go ahead and take care of the mechanical issues. I'm going to keep dealing with these patients.
Yeah, Zerzy's still unconscious. I don't think he's dying anymore, but he's still out.
Yeah.
Okay, well Audrey goes to bed for some not much deserved rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I don't know which stateroom you picked.
Any of them?
They're all empty. They're all pretty much in an equally trash state from the previous crew. Audrey goes up the lift and picks one and crashes. Probably takes her a good hour to fall asleep because the trauma pack has her all jittery and shit. And then she finally is able to fall asleep.
The jitters.
Casimir's probably like, here, take like 4 of these. That'll counteract the uppers and the
Yeah.
downers. They'll equal out. You'll be able to get some sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, thank fuck I decided to buy some Xeno chips because, man, let me tell you.
So,
Anyway,
so I don't know. I mean, what's your plan? What's your next plan here?
I mean, I think extended tests, Casimir's going to use stims to keep himself awake to basically stabilize whoever needs stabilizing and like fix anybody who's like actively hurt, but anybody who's just like banged up, they can just fucking deal with it.
Sure.
I guess Orion will just work on stuff. That's just the answer.
I'll be focusing on the M drive to the best that I can with Clanker's help, trying to get us airworthy.
So you wanted to try and run a bypass? You said?
Yeah. See if since the J drive, we don't even want to try powering it up right now. We don't even know how stable it could be.
You know that it
Just
didn't.
see if I can bypass the cooling system from the J drive to kind of support the M drive and get it back online a little sooner.
Sure. Go ahead and make a mechanic plus intellect check.
Okay, I am
And
not good at
Zerzy,
either
you
of
can
those.
have Clanker in this scenario. He can make a mechanic 2D plus 2 check. He's got mechanic 2.
And since life support seemed like it was going to be fine, could I take my time to take a little bit longer on
You
it?
certainly can. So you can give yourself an additional plus 2.
Okay. Oh, 7.
And Clanker got an 11, so that is another plus 1 to that, giving you an 8. And so you are able to basically bypass the coolant system from the J drive and plug it into the maneuver drive, and you cross your fingers that the coolant system was not the problem with the J drive, and come to find out, no, it was not. And so as soon as you do that, it takes probably about 5 minutes, and you see the engineering board for the maneuver drive go green. It is online.
Yay.
It takes
All right, now.
Casimir probably, well, taking your stims and whatnot was probably a good idea, but you make your way through all 50 people, and you are able to, you pass out a lot of splints, the gel casts, things like that, resetting dislocated shoulders, reviving a few of the people that you can. It takes you about 9 hours of moving through, including. Go ahead and give me a
He's AFK.
Oh, hold on a second. I need to. That's probably good because I want to look at a skill. Ooh, veterinary. Does anybody have animal or animals as a skill?
No, I don't think any of us did.
Nope. Oh wait, I do actually. I have it as 0, but I'm knocked out.
So
That's better than nothing.
I think I got it when we were on that ranching planet. I think.
that's right. That is correct. So in the 9 hours, Zerzy, you are able to rouse yourself. If you would like, you can kind of patch up Major Tom. That would be an animals plus. Oh, it works like medic.
Education.
In this case, yes, it would be animals plus education.
I mean, Zerzy really doesn't want to do this, but he will because he knows if he doesn't, people will get mad at him.
We will.
Mutiny!
He's barely alive.
Have to wait for the next opportunity.
I shove an asprin in its horrible-looking throat and
Yeah, essentially,
bandage.
you give
whatever
it
I
some.
can.
You give Major Tom some. You slap a derm on him, and basically to account for the pain. You don't really heal him at all, but natural healing over time will take care of that, and he'll be okay. So what is your guys' plan here? You've got the maneuver drive back online.
And I'm assuming Kaz, when I calm to let him know we can get airborne again, is going to let us know it's going to take hours for his surgery to go through.
Yeah, I mean, it's not I mean, he might be performing a couple of minor, emergency field surgeries, but for the most part, it's just 9 hours of going through and making sure all of these people are okay. There's 50 people here, so, and him being the only real doctor is that's a lot of work.
Then in that case, until Cersei wakes up, and while he's doing that, once I get the M drive back online, I'll let everybody know, and I'll go ahead and hop into the pilot seat and at least get us out of the water and back in the air, heading towards the starport.
Okay, so you can go ahead and make a piloting spacecraft plus dexterity check.
Yeah, I while he's doing that, I'll tell Clanker to keep an eye on the mechanic stuff, fix anything that's messing up, watch the control boards, and I'll go up here also and go sit down and put a seatbelt on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a seatbelt on this time. And so, yeah, Orion fires up the maneuver drive and pulls, lifts off and pulls the ship currently known as HighnDry. It splashes, big geyser of water comes out as it breaks the surface of the ocean, and you are back in the air, flying towards the Class C starport. And you can see as soon as you break the water, you can see that Mount Salbarii, and let me bring that up, pretty much is doing exactly what your sensor or your survey suggested was going to happen. Barvin is fucked. It's gone. It just completely overrun with lava, and the pyroclastic flow kind of, I mean, the initial eruption blew in this gray cone, but it blew way bigger than the estimates were really saying. And so some of this pyroclastic flow is blowing out towards this direction, some of it towards this direction. For the most part, the winds seem to be blowing the ash out to sea. Now, looking at this other map, where's the other map? There's the other map. The pyroclastic flow pretty much went directly through Barvin. It threw you guys off course, having you land somewhere in this area. Salbarii, for now at the very least, seems like it's going to be okay, at least in the short term. But you're still getting sensor data coming in from the survey of Mount Salbarii. Anybody that wants to make an electronic sensors plus intellect check can do so.
Okay.
If you want to, I'm currently flying, so I'd get a negative mod to it.
Well, I only got a 9. Oof.
Yeah,
nice.
that still works. So, I mean, it's not pretty, but it works. So the data that's coming in is suggesting that in the long run, Salbarii and even the town over here of Throlton are probably going to want to be evacuated. I mean, both of these are about 20 kilometers away from Salbarii, but that's still too close to a volcano. And the survey data that's coming in is that the initial eruption, now that the pressure has been released, is over. That ash cloud is going to be spewing for quite some time, though. Probably at least the next 6 to 8 weeks. And the survey data is suggesting that Mount Salbarii is now very much active once more. This may not be the only eruption. And so recommendations that are coming in from your sensors is that the towns of Throlton and Salbarii will need to be completely evacuated, if not just have the entire town moved somewhere to the northeast further away from Mount Salbarii. You do get in reports that the train that made it out did survive the blast. It was able to outrun the pyroclastic flow, and the engineer was good enough that they did not derail, even considering the condition of the tracks. And so, pretty much the best possible outcome. You have not heard anything about the presidential limousine, the air raft limousine. Pretty safe to assume that they're dead.
Probably.
I mean, you already knew that the windshield was out, so they couldn't even really use the interior of the vehicle as a way of writing this out. And even if they did, I doubt that.
I saw firsthand what that flow was doing.
Yeah, I doubt very seriously that even an armored vehicle would survive there are limits, and I don't think that it would survive a pyroclastic flow.
I'm gonna send a radio communique to the governor to see if I can get through.
Sure.
While we're flying.
Yeah. Go ahead and make in this case, go ahead and make an electronics comms plus intellect check. And if you're using your portable computer plugged in to, which I would imagine you are probably plugged into the system.
Anytime I can.
I would imagine you can go ahead and add your portable computer's bonus for tech level.
What's tech level of this planet?
Bear to
What,
Midland. It's terrible is what it is. Let's see.
9 or 10, I think it was.
Is it that high?
Or maybe 8? I don't think it was above 10.
I'll just go with.
It's tech level 8.
Just go.
It's tech level 8.
All right.
So I mean, you should, whatever the difference to that is, you get as a bonus.
There you go. 15.
Okay, yeah. So essentially, the reason why you had to make a comms check is because you had to basically break through all of the communications chatter on Woolston. That all of this chatter is, of course, calling into Central Lake, the capital. Everybody's wanting information. They want to find loved ones. They want to know what emergency services are available, etc., etc. And you have to break through all of that. You are able. With the 15, you cut through it like a knife through butter, and you are able to get a direct line to the minister's building. What are you doing?
I'll let them know that we're back on comms. We got knocked in the water, but we're fine. We saved roughly 50 souls from Barvin, and we are flying en route to the capital and should be there soon.
Okay. Now, is your plan to go to the capital or to the starport?
Starport, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
So
Starport.
Yeah, the starport's a little ways away. In fact, it doesn't even show it on this map, but regardless, it's just a little ways away. And you get confirmation from Central Lake, from the minister's office, that they as soon as you say that you've made it through, in the background you can hear that there's cheering going on. They all start cheering, and they tell you that whoops.
There it goes.
The DM has resurrected.
Hold on a second here.
It was interference from the volcano eruption.
Yeah, I had a
Double
blip.
check your recording. Maybe stop it and restart it.
Yeah, the recording's okay, but let me get back in here. There we go. I was wondering if that was going to happen. My VPN server blipped. Which is why they have the ability to disconnect it, and I just didn't do that.
The last thing we heard from you before it cut off was that we heard cheering in the background.
Yeah, you hear cheering in the background, and they let you know, first and foremost, that emergency services, of course, will be available to you at the starport. In fact, they are kind of setting up a emergency services triage center for refugees from the eruption, or anybody that needs medical services or temporary housing, etc. And also the Minister Green gets on the comms and lets you know that that the full services of the starport are at your disposal, and that on the Wollston pay ticket, all current repairs to get you your ship space worthy, to get you to your next destination are available. Now, you guys would know Wollston is a Class C starport, and so when he says that I mean, no, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing, but it's not anywhere near.
It sounds better than what it realistically is.
Yes, it sounds better. It is a very, nice gesture. But a Class C starport only has shipyards for small craft, that they can do some repair work, but it's going to be limited. They could probably make you jump worthy though, and they could probably, any wrinkled hull plating that got dented up in the crash into the water, they can straighten that out. Aside from that, it's very limited in what they can do.
Last thing I'll tell them
Any
is
help
that
is good.
once we unload these refugees at this point, I may be calling him back for other business.
Okay. He tells you that, in fact, he transmits to you a private Mobilecom number, and he says that for the heroes of Salbarii, the heroes of Mount Salbarii, you can call him directly anytime.
Yay, we're heroes.
Orion, go ahead and give me another piloting spacecraft plus Dex check.
It's another 1-4 combo. Taken by time, of course.
Yeah.
There's a M drive bypass with the J drive and all that shenanigans.
Yes. So you are able to set.
Welcome back.
You're able to set HighnDry down. That's a little big. And with no difficulties, and you can see that immediately. You can see that there are emergency vehicles and crews that are coming to the landing port in order to offload. Those that need stretchers are completely offloaded. They've got emergency services available. They're handing out, blankets and hot chocolates all over the place for anybody that needs them. I would imagine that Zerzy and Audrey are probably among those that are going to be going to need medical services.
Yes.
A little.
And so they...
Yeah, considering Kaz is still probably finishing up with everyone else.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'll just kind of do like a broadcast of the medical data. Just kind of open up the ship's medical data banks to the medical crews.
Right.
And I'll see if I can link in a surgical specialist team to come in and help out too. That I know we need surgery for.
Yeah. Well, let's not forget they're also probably occupied because of all the other people that
Oh yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
We
yeah,
summoned these
it's
people
probably
into the
full at the
hospitals.
hospital.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
So honestly, I'm probably just like as soon as I had like at least like 4 hours of shut eye, I'm gonna go and volunteer is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay, so you are volunteering. They've got, of course, this over here is where their medical center is, and so you're over there volunteering. Orion, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay back with the ship, knowing that our head mechanic is kind of down for commission at the moment. I'm
Okay.
gonna stay back here, and if Xerxes cool with it, work with Clanker on trying to go ahead and get started on repairs for the ship, get us spaceworthy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, essentially, Kaz, you can go ahead and give me 2 medic plus education checks. You get to add a +1 to that because of facilities, and a +2 for your medic and or surgical kit.
Okay, no metascanner. All right.
Actually, let me look at something.
Because I mean, if the local hospital doesn't have mine, I'll just bring my own. It only takes like a minute, like 1d6 minutes to scan somebody. So
Right.
And we
Right.
got those
No, I'm
first
talking
aid
about.
kits we
I'm
got
talking
for
about
climbing the mountain
this
that
is
you could use too.
this is really more for
well, anyway, 11 and a 12.
So, Audrey, which do you want to give to Audrey, the 11 or the 12?
Well, I mean, I've diagnosed both of them. Which one of them is the more severely hurt one? I think Audrey is, right?
Probably
Probably.
Audrey, yeah.
Yeah, then Audrey takes the 12.
Okay, so Audrey, you get back another 4 points.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Zerzy, you get back another 3 points.
Alrighty.
So at this point, now we're talking about aftercare and recovery. So we had this. There it is.
Thankfully, we got a week-long jump coming up.
Well, I
There's
was gonna
that
say
too.
that- I was gonna say a couple things to the crew once we had a moment, once everyone got a chance to breathe.
Yeah, I mean you can
And
say
conscious.
it. You can say it
Well-
from your hospital bed.
Yeah, I'd basically say we should stay here for a week to rest and recuperate, and no other particular reason. Don't question it. And
Of course not. Totally not for your uniforms, Captain.
No, just for resting. I promise.
So,
And two,
go ahead.
go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say, and two, before we leave, we should have a crew meeting because I've thought of a good business opportunity for us.
Is it medical
Make
supplies
money.
to this place?
Well, I was gonna suggest not medical
Prefab
supplies,
housing.
but yeah, just like civilian goods because they have one town totally destroyed. Another town's probably have to relocate.
Yeah.
You know how much we could get first dibs on great trading rates, and
Yeah.
because we're the heroes, because they're calling us the heroes and stuff. I mean,
Will be more heroic.
why don't we just
The
milk that
demand
for
will
some
be
extra
ridiculous
profit?
for all consumer goods.
That is actually very true.
Would
Yeah.
go a long way in reproving the reputation of this ship
Yeah.
around the planet.
We could have like after hurricane, there's that tide truck where it has built-in laundry machines.
Yeah.
Bring one of those.
Yeah.
So, Kaz, what is your medic skill?
My medic skill is I just realized that it's incorrectly labeled on my sheet. It's actually 2. It's the skill rating is 2, and with all my bonuses, the medkit and the scanner is a 3.
Well, I just need the medic skill itself, so it's 2. And
Well, 2 plus 1, yeah. From the neuro chip.
okay, so 3.
Yeah.
And Zerzy, what's your current endurance?
I'm at 1 endurance right now.
Okay, so -2.
Right now, I'm down 6 endurance points.
Well, I just need to know what it currently is. So
Oh yeah, currently it's at a 1 out of 7 with a mod of -2.
the first day for medical care, you get back 4 points that can be distributed however you like.
Okay.
And what does that put you at?
Now I'm at 5 out of 7 endurance. Everything else is fine.
And at 5, you're only at -1. Second day, you get 5 points back. So does that heal you up?
Yep, I am fully healed at that
Okay,
point.
so you spend 2 days on bed rest in the hospital. And same for Audrey. So, Audrey, what's your endurance currently at?
And -5.
So you're at, you have an endurance of 5, or I mean, what?
No,
What?
it's rating 6 and 5 are missing.
Okay, so you have 1 endurance.
Mhm.
First day, you get back 4, and you can place them however you like.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
And what's your endurance at now?
Okay. It's at 4 out of 6.
Okay, so second day, you get 5 points back that you can spread around.
Okay, so now Audrey is back to good as new.
Okay, so both of you spend 2 days recuperating after surgery in the hospital, and which is actually pretty dang good. I was thinking you guys were going to have
Wow,
to
that was fast.
to be in here for an entire week.
I am still down 4 endurance. Does that kind of just come back naturally on its own
It does
over those 2 days?
Hold on here. So natural healing. What's your endurance currently at?
6 out of 10.
Go ahead and roll. So 6 out of 10, you're at +0. Go ahead and roll 1d plus 0. First day you get
2.
back 2.
All right.
And so that would put you at 8. Go ahead and roll another 1d plus 0. 3, you get 3 back.
And I'm at 4.
Okay, so it takes you 2 days to naturally heal up. The ship takes a week for them to do repairs, but in that week, and Orion, you're kind of overseeing this entire situation. The starport crew actually does a pretty good job. I mean, they're not, of course, the best, being a tech level 8, Class C starport, but they get the jump drive at least nominally online. I mean, they get not only the jump drive online, they repair the parts that were preventing it from functioning, that kind of went tits up as soon as HighnDry came out of jump initially, which is why they brought her down and landed in the volcano to begin with, right? And so they bring that jump drive back online. They pump in seawater, and they bring your fuel processors online. And in that week, they process all your fuel tanks are full. And it takes about a week, and the ship is patched up to the point where you could probably at least make it to the next jump point, which would be
We're going to Flammarion or something?
yeah, you're headed for Flammarion, and so I mean, you have a fuel voucher for free fuel at Bowman, but that still wouldn't.
Can you shift click us to where that is?
Yeah, I'm just hold on here. It is right here.
Uh-huh.
So
Ah.
you have a fuel voucher for free fuel at Bowman. You would also have that's not going to get you there. How did we? Oh, I know why. First of all, we can just rename this because it's the same ship.
Like the quickest route would be J2 to 567, and then from there Filmarian.
Yeah, you could go back to 567-908, and you know that already that there is a small port there that you can refuel at. So, that's what it was. Your fuel voucher is good for 567-908. You know that the current repairs will get you at least that far. Probably further, but I mean, it's not like a perfect repair job. It is got you back to limping.
Yeah, we're limping, but we can still limp a bit.
Correct. In the week that you're here, there are celebrations. You guys are invited to numerous parties where everybody wants to get to know you. They want to shake your hand. You are known as the heroes of Mount Salbarii, and it quickly becomes obvious that being the heroes of Mount Salbarii isn't going to lead you to vast sums of monetary reward, because literally the entire GDP of Walston's small, tiny little 3,000 person population is going into emergency efforts of rehoming people from the eruption of the volcano. And so essentially all of you you are inundated. Your ship is stuffed full with home baked foods and beef jerky and things like that that all of the citizens have made and are donating. So your ship is just chock full of cakes and cookies and jerky and pies and soups and just all kinds of homemade foods. In addition, you probably all receive at least one, probably about 3 to 5 homemade articles of clothing, whether it be a crocheted hat or a knitted scarf or an ugly Christmas sweater. You get a plethora of these items. And at the end of the week, what's your plan at the end of the week here?
I say I need to do a phone call at the end of the week. If anyone else has to do something else first, go ahead.
Oh, well, once Audrey is able to get out of her hospital bed, she doesn't have medical skills that she would want to try to help with morale. So go to the other patients and give free hugs or face clicks, and offer Major Tom for pet therapy.
Okay, I mean, I don't know how good petting Major Tom is going to make anybody feel, but sure.
At least one or two weird kids.
Yeah, there's always one, right? And so yeah, you kind of take Major Tom around, and they're all all of the kids are happy to see you. Everybody's very excited. What's Orion doing at the end of the week?
At the end of the week, seeing the maintenance work has pretty much been taken care of, Orion's going to be mostly trying to clean up the ship as best as he can.
Okay, so you. Okay, so yeah,
as never ending of a task that is sure to be.
Yeah, I mean, you do the best you can. You use the Starport's laundry services to kind of clean the bedding. You were probably given a couple of hand crocheted Afghan blankets that can be thrown over some of the bunks. You get the ship tidied up, and all of these home baked goods that you are being given by the people of Walston, you tuck into their appropriate cubbies or refrigeration units, or in some cases you might leave them out, like oh, well, here's some Walston banana bread, and here's some seafood cake or crackers or whatever. There's a number of items that can be left out, but you clean up the interior of the ship. You get it to the point where it is obviously not as clean as you guys would like, but it is serviceable.
And while working with the station services to get it all cleaned up,
Right.
I'm gonna keep an ear out to the streets, so to speak, of anything it sounds like civilian wares or medical supplies, food, things like that that might be running low or are in high demand.
Go ahead and make a streetwise plus intellect check.
Could I argue for education, having been around some war-inflicted areas that probably were in similar situations?
Maybe. Let me see. Yeah, I would go ahead and give you an education on that. You're asking the right questions.
Doesn't actually change the roll. Really. Oh, boxcars.
Yeah, so yes, Walston is, so you do learn a couple of things. I mean, obviously the low population on Walston and just the nature of the world's, as the main world here, as is, it is, Walston's weird. It's not necessarily a backwater, but at the same time, it is pretty much a frontier world. Honestly, the Class C starport is probably the most active part of the entire world, and most ships don't stay here. As such, most of the towns around Walston, including even Central Lake, have there is a lack of medicine. There's almost no augmentations to be found on the world at all. So there are some people, especially in because of the wonders of their rail system, there are some people that are missing arms or legs, and they don't have any kind of augment other than here's a hook, or we'll just break off this table leg and you can use that for a leg.
Pirate leg.
Yeah, peg leg. So they don't have any medical augmentations. They don't have a whole lot of medicine. What they do have, they can, of course, synthesize stuff, but it's only up to tech level 8, which isn't fantastic. So yeah, there is a lack of such goods. And really, even with the population only being 3,000, because they are so dispersed, a lot of the outlying towns are bereft of pretty much any of that stuff. They have to come to the starport in order to really have access to any of it. And there just doesn't. If there's an event like what just happened, they can't synthesize stuff fast enough to take care of their people. So yeah, they're lacking.
Gotcha. Yeah, knowing Captain Xerxes is going to be looking to talk to the governor, I'll make sure to pass along all that information to him as well.
Okay. What is Kaz doing at the end of the week?
Well, considering he spent like
you're going to sleep for like 3 days.
Yeah, like the last 3 to 4 days he spent high on stims, like just basically doing catching cat naps while doing work, and basically probably burned through my stim supply, honestly. Yeah, he's gonna go like, okay, and then he just uses one of the the medical beds on himself and just goes like, okay, and just pushes his own off switch for 3 days. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Check out for days.
Fair.
He's gonna leave a little syringe, which has a little note, post-it notes, is inject into vein, 72 hours from now.
It's just got a post-it note on it. Drink me.
Post-it notes.
An Alice in Wonderland post-it note. Yeah, you probably did go through your stem supply. Give me a roll.
Oh no, then you're going to be going through withdrawal.
Roll 2d
Oh, yeah.
plus your endurance.
My endurance is flat, so clunk. Yeah,
So
not bad.
So yeah, you do have. I mean, yeah, you are probably down for about 3 days, just sleeping this stim binge off. But when you do wake up, yeah, you are hungover. You look like you are hammered shit. But at the same time, you were lucky enough that the hangover isn't so bad that you are jonesing to the point that you just want to hit the stim again. You have avoided becoming addicted to stims.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm still gonna flush myself with like an IV, a bunch of saline IVs,
walking
glucose and
around
that
with a
stuff.
B12 bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hook yourself up to a B12 IV, and I mean there are more than likely. I think they are even covered under Panacea's basically anti-hangover meds, which that's what vitamin B12 is. And so you're drinking Red Bulls like they're coffee, and
Yeah.
and you've got your bag, so you'll be okay.
Red Bull.
Yes. And so yeah, you're gonna be okay. So Zerzi, this phone call you're gonna make, what's your phone call?
Well, first I want to have a quick crew meeting and just ask everyone, do you want to just kind of accept being labeled as the hero and the rep and leave here? Or do we want to come back here a couple more times and really make this place good?
No, I want to do whatever we can to help the people.
Yeah, Casimir says, yeah, why not? I mean, we might as well ride our reputation and, push comes to shove. Like, if we ever need a place to retire, why not,
I have heard they've been lacking in medical supplies and equipment. Could be a good business opportunity. Could even do a
Considering
run.
one installed medical equipment on the HighnDry, might as well make it an opportunity.
Well, because
Yeah,
I'm
you
debating
could be a
about calling-
mobile free clinic.
Yeah, we could be like a Red Cross ship that travels around. It would help people.
I mean, if I recall, it was around the time of like, I think it was when that major ass tsunami hit, and the United States sent an aircraft carrier, and people were like, what the hell is that for? And then I don't remember the admiral or some president, I don't remember who it even was at the time. They were like, well, yeah, I mean, not only is it like, yes, it's an aircraft carrier, but it's also a portable hospital, and it's got a nuclear power plant on board that can be hooked into the grid. So,
It's its own portable city.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
my friend was aboard a nuclear submarine. They did that down in Haiti. They
Maybe
basically
that was it.
Portable nuclear reactor.
I literally asked him. I said, "So how does that work?" And he's like, "So we literally got a bunch of extension cables, like no shit, like extension cables that you would buy at like Home Depot, and we plugged them into the nuclear
spread the load.
submarine and basically powered up their city for like a week." So that they could-
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would just have to adjust the hertz
yeah,
or whatever they use in that.
yeah.
country.
Essentially, yeah. That's what. Yeah, I mean,
Spread it out over a bunch of cables so you don't melt them all instantly.
Oh yeah.
right? And yeah,
Or
what he
on
told me,
circuits.
he goes exactly what you're imagining. That's exactly what we did. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
he's like,
Giant
That's
bundle of
incredible.
extension cords.
yeah. He's
I
like,
thought like maybe there's a special cable that they keep a roll of, but no. Okay,
no,
wow.
yeah, that's what I
incredible.
thought. That's what I thought too. I was like, I started to laugh, and he's like, no, it's exactly what you're thinking. He's like, in the military, you just do the most simple thing and just get her done. Like,
Yeah.
What you
I'm
Well, I
pretty
mean,
sure.
sure, yeah, but still, that's really funny. Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right, so if we want to keep helping these people, I want
Yes.
to try to argue a good trade deal with the government. And we happen to know a very rich dumbass not too far away from here. We could probably get to A, give money, or B, if he wants his private golf place,
I was just gonna say he's
Hello?
gonna put his private golf course on Walston.
Yeah, well, you know what?
He could have put
Consider that there's
ocean
now
space.
yeah, consider that a large space has been cleared. Yeah, maybe.
It could be an exotic golf course, a super special hole 18, survived the volcano.
Yeah, or he could fund the relief effort because he has extra money, and then it would be a huge boon to his reputation.
So
Yeah,
and ours.
that Audrey is the key because so Xerxes had mentioned wanting to set up a lucrative trade deal. The problem is that Woolston doesn't have any money left over for any kind of trade deal. So the only thing that Woolston could really accept would be, medical donations. Which, I mean, if you go to Flammarion, you could probably get some kind of deal set up with the Scout Service to deliver medical supplies on the Imperial tab. But if you can hook up Lord Blenderby, then that would go even further if he fronted the tab.
Yeah, or
I mean,
even
he
if
could
he
also-
paid. Oh, what were you
Go
saying?
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, or even if Lord Binderby paid for an advertising campaign for help the affected people of Walston, and then everyone can donate socks, toothpaste, whatever that everybody needs.
Well,
Easier
I mean,
than
here's
that,
a
all I
question.
got-
There's
Go ahead.
gonna be nothing but containers of Bombas socks all over the starport.
One thing that
Well, you can always
Walston-
make bandages out of them.
That's true.
One thing Walston does have, which Blenderby could take, is land.
Correct.
He could take
Well-
a whole lot of land as payment for paying for all their supplies, medical stuff, what have you, and then he will be able to have his golf course.
He could
Exactly.
even
I mean,
set up his
land
own
ultimately
fuel
is still the-
processing plant. He could set up his own
Yeah.
fuel processing plant and offer that as a discount refueling source for those that come to his golf course.
Well, here's a question. Like, do we know like why there's a colony on this place in the first place? Like, why? What? Like,
Someone
is this
wanted
like-
to say it's theirs.
so there's
Any
no
planet.
yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
but I can't imagine that there's no like any sort of like extraction mining or anything really. Like, you know,
That's a
It's
If
probably
really
just
Stellaris-
whatever
if-
planet was
if-
available.
if Stellaris taught me anything, it's that you can extract value from, so long as the planet is habitable, you can extract some value from it.
Sometimes the value is just its position.
Well, I don't think this place.
I mean,
Whatever.
Blenderby won't give a shit. He just wants to build a golf course. He said it will
Well,
make people come.
And
mean-
this is a space where he could build a golf course and inadvertently help people at the same time.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
ultimately,
true.
it looks like Walston was just a colony world, but that is a very good question. Why? Why would anybody want to live on Walston? Let's
Because
see
this
what-
place has like a tainted atmosphere, so I don't know. Maybe they're extracting something out of the air here. Who knows?
It might be something else in the sector.
So something else in the sector. Maybe they're extracting. This planet's covered by ocean. Maybe there's like a lot of crap dissolved in the ocean that's like refinable. Who knows?
Well, one of the reasons that the colony would exist here in the starport is because it is on the Spinward main.
Okay.
Oh, they
Let's see
were
it.
hoping it would be a trade hub, and then that never happened.
The other planets in the system have names. Pert is a scorched inner system vacuum world. Roberts is a hot and dusty world with microscopic native life orbiting just within the habitable zone. Victor is a cold outer system vacuum ice world. Tamine is another cold outer system ice world. Scales is a frigid outer system exotic atmosphere super Terran world. And there are two gas giants that both
Well, if
that both retain a plethora of moons. Is there any?
so, there's
history?
probably asteroid mining. Is there an asteroid belt?
No.
No. Okay.
Um,
Well,
Oh, history and background. It says
Yeah, so we all
Not
we all
much.
agree we want to keep coming back here and working on this planet then for a while.
Yeah, I
this
mean,
could be
realistically,
our first long-term project.
because now I'm thinking maybe we want to install a set of to temporarily even install a set of mineral scanners and just do a proper sweep of the system and then just sell the claim later.
Yeah, see if there's something that people have missed here.
Because honestly, I understand people will settle anywhere that's remotely habitable. On the other hand, surely there can be something I think you said one of the planets is a super Terran with exotic atmosphere. I mean, exotic atmosphere sounds like it might be mineable or refinable at any rate. So we
Most
just
of
need
the time
to.
they are. I mean, if we look at the system map, and then I got this from Traveler Worlds, and this is interesting because this is different than what they describe in the wiki. That's odd. Anyways, I mean, you can look at some of the, this is a rad world. This worldlet, there's a colony on it with a tech level 10, which they're doing better than the main world. Ice world over here has a tech level 4 colony. The big world has a tech level 9 colony. I almost want to say that that's probably a saddle or a space station because the gravity on a big world's got to suck. Nobody's going to want to live there. Here's an ice world with a tech level 3. So yeah, I mean, there's something here, but I think the biggest reason that Woolston exists is because they wanted to put a starport on the Spinward main. Because this is basically if you look at the map here, it is a jumping off point for all of these Jump 1 worlds on the main.
Okay, so then perhaps we could, maybe we could set up or have the guy Bartleby set up a trading little outpost here, and this can be the shopping. I don't know, who knows.
Okay, so yeah, I'll definitely set up something with the governor, get some sort of agreement going. We'll head towards Flammarion and get this retrofitted, and then start working on this planet.
Yeah, get all
Sounds like
the
plan to me.
supplies the people of the planet needed, then fly it back and sell it to them.
Sure. All right. So, I mean, did that satisfy your call to the minister, or?
So yeah, basically, I would just call him, have a little meeting, basically tell him that I may have a benefactor who will help pay for rebuilding and upgrading and bringing more technology and industry to Woolston. I'll tell him that we have to go take a ship to get retrofitted, but when we do, we'll come back. We want to be a trade partner with them. We'll try to gather whatever supplies we can, and just basically tell them about this three-way deal going that I'm gonna try to get going with them, us, and our rich friend, rich patron, if you will.
Sure.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
I mean,
and then
he's very amenable to that. I mean, especially if you can bring in somebody with money that wants to invest. The one thing that he is concerned about is Lord Blenderby coming in and wanting to essentially he's very careful that he doesn't want to change the culture of Woolston, and he keeps mentioning, well, I don't, he's, that I'm very interested in that. We could use the influx of money, but I don't want our culture. Go ahead, make Zerzi make a make a recon plus social check.
yeah, they don't want the let's build a Walmart in this farm town.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
A 9.
So you get more. It's more than just you don't want to build a space Walmart. It's the feeling that you are getting is that really what Minister Green is talking about isn't so much the culture of Walston, because you haven't seen much of the culture of Walston. And more so, he doesn't want somebody coming in and screwing with his good thing. Because if you remember, Minister Green is essentially a planetary dictator. Now the fact of the matter is that, I mean, calling him a planetary dictator is being quite generous. The rest of, so this is Settlement Island. This little patch here. Everything else that you see on this map is for the most part unexplored. I mean, a scout ship came over and they did, initially they did the full workup of the planet and they named some of these continents, but nobody has ever really spent more than 5 minutes looking at them, and certainly nobody from Settlement Island has gone out and explored any of these areas. So
what I would,
he's really just dictator of this island.
So how I would rebuttal is, before an official trade agreement is signed, we will go get Blenderbee and bring him here and let those two talk it out. That would be my proposal. Your mic's muted.
Yes,
Oh,
he would be
and-
he would be very happy with that.
Okay.
That way they can hammer out the details themselves.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah.
After I'm good to go to Flamarion and get this thing retrofitted.
What were you going to say, Audrey?
Oh, okay. And then Lord Blenderblee could build his golf course here, and it would be a novelty that it would be low gravity, so you can hit the ball farther. And then Blenderbee could rebuild the rail line and make it the Blenderbee rail line, and there could be a train that goes to the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God, you can, with this kind of gravity, you could really make a huge golf course. Like, just massive. Yeah.
With that idea, though, I do have one little proposal. A lot of this planet has been unexplored, unsurveyed. We've got military-grade scanners. What if we
And
did
if
a
we
quick
also-
pass?
team.
So
Just a quick pass, see if anything weird stands out.
So military grade scanners aren't that great. So to give you an idea,
We could also, but hold on, before you start looking stuff up, we can also just buy, if we're going into debt, we might as well buy a mineral detection suite,
right?
which is 5 mega credits and 1 ton. And do a full sweep of the system. Find any mineral deposits, claim them. We pick up a bunch of those claim beacons, and then just sell it to mining companies. Easy peasy.
Right.
It's free real estate.
Just a little extra thought that might be able to help bring some credits into our.
Yeah, no, I agree. We should do
If we're
this.
going to be working with this planet long term.
So
Yeah.
Get exploring the stars and stuff. We're gonna develop a planet.
So
I mean, why not?
sensors generally go basic, civilian grade, military grade, improved, and advanced. Most scout ships are going to have improved, and if they are really if it's a really serious type of ship, like a concern for like a mining consortium or something like that, they'll probably go with advanced. Military grade sensors have jammers, lidar, and radar. Improved have a densitometer, jammers, lidar, and radar, and advanced have densitometer, jammers, lidar, neural activity sensor, and radar. So most of your scout ships are probably going to be improved or better. So at military grade, I mean, you've got the sensor package that you would expect, from a military with jamming systems and whatnot. But you don't have the densitometer or anything like that. I mean, you still, with LiDAR, you still have enough that you can map a continent and things like that.
Mhm.
But Kaz is right. You probably are going to want to do a mineral detection suite, have one of those installed. And they're not terribly expensive.
No, I mean, if we're going into debt anyway.
Might as well have some ways to get out of it.
Yeah.
But for now, LiDAR would be good enough for making a terrain map to give to Blinderby to plan the golf course.
Right. Yeah, LiDAR
Well,
would work great for you.
first we need to say our goodbyes, pick up our sexy uniforms if we have any, and go to Flammarion.
So yes, it took a little bit longer than the guy expected for your special uniforms because there was obviously you can't fault him for a volcano going off. But you stayed an additional week, and he was able to get that done in that week. And so yes, you are able to pick up your new uniform for you and your robot, which the guy still thinks is funny. But yes.
All right, to Flammarion.
All right.
Flammarion.
So yes, you guys. This is probably the first time you guys have been back aboard ship since Orion did some cleaning, and Zerzy, you have your office. You guys are healed up.
Yeah. I say that this should be the captain's chair, captain's office. Captain's
Essentially,
captain's
yeah.
bed.
It's either going to be the captain's office or it's going to be the purser's office. Now, with a ship this size, the captain is usually also the purser. So, otherwise, you could also refer to them as a quartermaster. But yeah,
That would also be a good spot for Aubrey if we're needing to strap in for a rough landing or something.
that's true.
Another
too.
grav chair.
That is true too. All right, so Kaz, go ahead and give me a pilot spacecraft plus dex check.
The spacecraft. Honk. Terrible. Just simply awful.
Well, you could take your time on it. That gives you a 7. You only need a 6.
Well, yeah. Then I'll take the time. I'll do the proper flight check, etc., etc.
Okay, so you take off, and let me find what I was looking for here. So Walston. Five, 4, 4, 3, 3, 8. Really, I only need that first one. So 8,000. So to give you an idea, the distance that you have, and it just occurred to me how to do this. You have to fly 800,000 kilometers to get out of the main world's jump shadow. And 800,000 kilometers, that's actually not too bad. Time-wise, Say, spacecraft ops. Transit time. You've got thrust 1. So, roughly 422 minutes. Or roughly 7 hours to get to the 100 diameter jump limit. And in that time that you are flying out to the 100 diameter jump limit, who's running astrogation?
Audrey can do that.
Sure. Go give me a astrogation plus intellect. Or education, your choice.
3.
With taking your time, that's a +5. That Audrey is. I think though. I think. I think that astrogation is only an easy check. So yeah, you were able to get it.
Okay.
And in that 7 hours, Audrey basically crunches the data using up many clock cycles or clock cycles of the core computer, and plots a course. Who is going to divert power?
Worst case, Clanker can do it.
Yeah, it would just be an engineering power check
I am not trained in engineering at all.
plus education.
Clanker got a 5.
Well, if he took his time, that's a 7. So that is a success. And then who's going to give me an engineering J drive plus education check?
I mean, before I start piloting it, I can do that. I'm trained in J drive.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Again, taking time.
Excellent. And you guys jump. So you have a week that you are in jump. Audrey, you can see that the repairs that were made to the jump drive, it is not operating optimally. Everybody aboard can note that when she fell into jump space, there was that heavier than normal sense of nausea and vertigo, displacement feeling. So immediately you know that the drive is not calibrated properly. This is fairly normal, theoretically speaking. A jump drive, there should never be any sense of jump sickness in entering or exiting jump space. In reality, that's just a fact of life. No drive is ever perfectly calibrated. And so, but this seemed worse than normal, so you know that the drive still does need quite a bit of work, at least to be calibrated. But you guys are in jump space and functioning. You can add 1 week to your study periods.
Okay. Study period.
All right. One more week, and I will be able to test Gunner.
Nice.
Is there anything that you are doing aside from studying? Is there anything that you're doing and studying and eating homemade food, and perhaps trading around these hideously colored and designed crocheted items that you were given? What is there anything that you were doing specifically while you were in jump?
Honestly, we probably do the thing that we were doing slightly before the session, which is like doing the math on upgrades to the ship and like doing finances. Like we're doing that in character. Like I have admin with the neuromod. I know Zerzy has admin. So yeah, I mean we're probably like anybody who has admin, we're probably sitting down and just doing math.
So here's a question. And I'm going to put down all of your names, and I can just do a record here. Here. So, Zerzy. And I don't know if you guys are wanting to pool all of your cash on hand into making all of this happen. For instance, like making a down payment. Just like buying a house, a down payment is a good idea. The larger, the better. So, Zerzy, how much of your cash on hand are you putting towards this?
Um,
Now, keep in mind,
I'll-
I mean, the ship, of course, will have some running costs. So, usually, in addition, you'll have some running costs to basically get you up and started. You will have insurance that both for the ship and for cargo insurance that you'll probably want, and that'll be tacked onto the mortgage. So usually whatever mortgage you're going to get is going to be a little bit more than what is needed just to purchase or upgrade the ship. You're going to want a little bit of padding on that mortgage so that you have some cash on hand for purchasing of cargo and things like that, or refueling costs or life support and maintenance, etc. So, how much of your cash on hand do you want to put forward to that?
I'll put up 500,000 credits.
Okay. Audrey, how much are you willing to put up?
Okay. Audrey will put 200,000
Okay.
of her money towards our ship.
Man, I've been paying you guys too well. Orion, how much are you wanting to put forward?
I've got most of the personal gear I'll need. I'll go ahead and put 200,000 in as well.
Okay.
No, it's just all the cargo that we gathered throughout the whole trip. For
Right.
Scander.
Right. And what about Kaz?
Let's make it even. Let's do another 200,000.
Okay. So that puts you a down payment.
$1.1 mil.
1.1 mil.
Not bad.
No, that's actually really good. Okay. So you guys are basically spending the week studying, eating, wearing scratchy sweaters, and calculating the future down payment for purchase of HighnDry. And the week comes out, and you pop out in 567908, the system that still has.
Error occurred.
Yeah,
Oh,
should work now though. Weird.
roll 20 being weird again.
Yes. Yeah, you come out of system in 567908, which still has the scout designation tag to it. Now, usually, I think I stated this before, these systems that still have their scout designation usually, once they are officially brought into the Imperium, that's when they'll usually get named. It seems that 567908 has had the scout designation for a seemingly long time. But Kaz, go ahead and give me. Scout. There is a outpost here. I wouldn't. It's a Class E starport, so you have an automated beacon telling you where to land. So Kaz, you can go ahead and make a piloting spacecraft plus dex check. Okay. So,
Okay, well, I do a lot better this time.
yeah. So you bring yourself into port. Probably takes you about 8 hours, roughly, to make it from the 100 diameter jump limit into port. Actually, though, because it's a moon. What does that mean? Now I'm curious. Let's see. What is E? I mean, I know what E is, but does that even compute? No. That is a really big world. So it is larger than 16,000 kilometers in diameter. Meaning that you have a journey from the 100 diameter jump limit of 1.6 million kilometers coming in. So it takes you a while. But you get in, and Kaz is able to set you down in the port once more of 567908. It takes you. Let me see how many tons. I think you can do 40 tons per day. Yep, 40 tons per day. I believe I calculated it out that HighnDry carries 62 tons of fuel. So so you're here for a little more. You're probably here for like a day and a half, roughly. You guys can all. It's your choice. So you've got this here is of course living quarters. Number 5 is a canteen, and they've got like a foosball table and some space dartboards, maybe a pool table. There's like maybe 6 people at this outpost entirely. Some of the even the living quarters areas are empty. This is basically nothing more than a research outpost. But they refuel or they pump water in, and your fuel processors can reprocess it into usable hydrogen, and water and air. The whole 9 yards. And so, there's not much to do here. Probably did you want to carouse with the outpost personnel, or do you keep to yourselves?
I keep to myself and just eagerly want to get the Flammarion to get this thing worked on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same. Still cleaning.
All right. So
Yeah, we're probably doing maintenance on our ship, like making it livable.
Yes.
Finding more nastiness hidden away in the crevices.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And so you spend a day and a half on point, and Kaz, you are cleared to lift off. I mean, nobody here really gives a shit. They don't. There's no
Yeah.
there's no control tower. You can come and go whenever you want. They kind of wave to you, and that's it. Yeah,
It's a truck stop.
you lift off. Who wants to give me another? Give me a astrogation check. Astrogation plus education, and you can take your time for +2.
Let's see. Does anyone else have astrogation?
I mean, I'll
no training
assist.
whatsoever in it.
I have a chip, so
Oh, yeah, Audrey can do astrogation, or if we need to do engineering power again.
well, yeah, I'll roll to assist you.
Okay, Audrey does the astrogations. Skills, astrogation.
That's a +2 with assistance, and in the amount of time of getting out to that 1.6 million kilometer limit, you guys form a solid jump plot. Who wants to do engineering power plus education?
I can give it a shot. I'm not trained in it at all, though.
Clanker can assist you with engineering.
All right.
Actually, Clanker did it by himself.
Oh, well.
So Clanker transfers power to the jump drive, and you have a green 5x5 board. Who wants to make engineering J drive plus education check?
I have that trained. Yep, there we go.
All right, and you jump for Flammarion. You can all add another week to your study periods. And I think, Orion, that sets you over the edge?
Actually, I was double checking. I currently am at skill 0, so trained but not beyond. So I would need 2 periods.
No, you only need so if you are going from
I'm
nothing
not
to 0, it's 1 study period. If you're going from 0 to 1, it's only 1 study period.
Then yeah, that would be 8 weeks.
Yep. So go ahead and roll 2D plus education, or 2D plus the skill plus education. But in this case, because it's 0, it doesn't matter. Oh,
Ah,
bah. But I mean, you study for another 8 weeks and try again. Did anybody else meet the threshold?
I'm 1 month off.
Okay.
So wait, so going from nothing to 0 is only one study session?
Correct.
Oh, then I need to do one for leadership.
Sure. Go ahead and make a 2D plus education check, or 2D plus leadership plus ed.
God damn it!
No, you're still learning to be a good leader. You're an excellent diplomat, but you're no leader.
I'm
So-
an old man stuck in his ways.
That's
that's fair.
That's probably part of the problem, yes. And at the end of the week, you come out of Jump in Flammarion. Now, there is a... that's the wrong ship. There is a scout way station here, which is where you are... which is where you are bound. One thing I forgot to do was move ships over. Also in system is a Imperial naval base. This, what I will do. That we can change its name. Wow, I won't do it yet until you guys change the name. So, yeah, there's a scout way station here, and there is an Imperial naval base also in Flammarion. And Kaz, you are given the green light for docking at the way station. You can go ahead and give me a piloting plus dex check.
That's the wrong button to press. This is the right button to press. And the button I press is this. Yeah, okay.
Nice. Yeah. You bring her in just nice and easy into the way station, and you merge or bring your airlock right up to the docking collar, and you are clear to disembark, and you make your way to the front reception desk, and it's the same guy that you met before, and he says, oh wait, I think I remember you guys. You were here a couple weeks ago, weren't you? Or maybe a couple months ago?
Yeah.
What can I help you with?
We want to buy the ship.
Great.
Got a big loan.
So he says, so he goes over and he says, well, you can use this computer terminal here. He looks over your paperwork. He says, yep, this is the logistics ship known as HighnDry. She is way overdue for a refit, which the Scout Service will do gratis. And he says, if you are to purchase the vessel, we are, according to our previous agreement, we are selling it to you for 30% of its value, which brings it to 35.0011 mega credits, which is a pretty vast discount. And plus any work that you decide to have done, according to our previous agreement, we will do the work for you at cost during the installation, at cost during refit, and which means that we'll pay for installation fees. All you have to do is purchase the cost of the equipment itself, and we are giving you a 50% discount on top of that.
That's really good.
So,
Okay, once I'm going to do some math.
So, going by my list here, you wanted to go to maneuver drive. Let's see here, maneuver drive thrust 3. Is that correct?
Here, I'll link here.
Yeah, I think Kaz is to keep track of all this.
Or if you can copy and paste it into chat.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I just want to include the life scanner and the mineral detection suite.
Sure.
Uh
While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
huh. Detection suite.
I'll be sure to be strutting around in my new uniform, looking all crisp and clean. And my pimp droid.
Pimp droid is the best thing. The rest of us get like patches and matching jackets.
You guys all already had matching trench coats.
We do. Yeah, we do.
And Orion is pretty much mixing his marine fatigues with the stuff he got from Walston.
Blender B gave us all those custom tailored outfits too.
That's true, he did. I forgot about that.
All right, so there you go. There's the thing. Let me post it in the Roll20 so that our audience can see it.
Nice.
And yeah.
Wow.
Now, here's a question. And I know we have a clanker, but what about that TL16 Android, the Yorha 2B model? I'm just saying, it's 14 mega credits. We're in for a penny, in for a pound, you know?
If you can find one. Androids are pretty rare.
Yeah, they are.
So are you
No, but it would hurt Clanker's feelings.
Are you sure you want to
Doesn't
go
have
with,
feelings.
Are you sure you want to go with the Aerofins?
I would say yes, because we don't have proper landing ship.
Well, the ship.
It is streamlined.
Yeah, the ship's already
It's
streamlined.
streamlined.
Well, yeah, the ship's already streamlined, but the Aerofins add a +2 to piloting then, which means that I'm pretty much guaranteed to make any sort of, well, not guaranteed, but pretty good odds of making a planetary landing. So I would say yes. Besides, the Aerofins are the cheapest, like, they're not a huge deal.
I'm just looking at the. They're a huge deal when it comes to
On the
tonnage.
Well, there is that, but on the other hand, you know, I would like the Aerofins. Like one thing that absolutely triggers my kind of autism is that most of the ships in Traveler are hideous except for the ones without Aerofins, or with Aerofins, excuse me. The Aerofin ships generally tend to look nice.
For cosmetic reasons.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna
of our cargo?
that's gonna seriously eat into your cargo space. I don't know that you. Really
Well,
wanna
how
do
much?
that.
Well, how much cargo do we have on our piece of shit?
I think we had like
60
62
something?
tons, so that would eat up a sixth of it.
Yeah, it breaks it. So
not
after
worth
the installation, I think so. All of this stuff comes off of cargo, and so
Well, not just cargo, because if I recall correctly, the ship also has 10 tons worth of common area. So
you could
You don't need that much.
You could
Well,
get.
also,
we don't need that much.
You could get rid of one of the common areas, I suppose. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
also,
that's
we have
sensible.
2 different missile weapon systems listed here. We can only fit one, I thought.
No,
you
we
can
fit
fit.
two.
You can fit one per turret.
Yeah,
And,
we have
and
2
at 200
turrets
tons,
and-
you have fitting for 2 turrets.
Yep.
Still, so this is going to eat up half of our cargo space. We'll be down to a 30-ton cargo, roughly.
Well, no,
Well,
40
no, less
because
than that. No, it'll be less than that because we also need 5 tons for parts. We need 5 tons for Aubrey's little bike and everything.
Well, no, you don't need.
Or
that
no,
much.
half a ton for that. Sorry.
It's 1 ton for her G bike.
Okay.
If you wanted her to go with additional docking space for a air raft, you could go. You could do 6 tons total for docking space.
But we don't have one of those, so you know.
Yeah, you don't have one of those right now, but I mean, you could
Hmm,
purchase. I
it
mean,
works.
you could purchase one.
Could add it later.
But we're still gonna lose we're gonna be down to 20 or 30 tons of cargo is all we can carry.
So, looking at my notes, if we're going to upgrade the maneuver drive, that's 5 tons for thrust 3. If you're going to upgrade the power plant, that's 5 tons for power plant. 2 triple turrets is 2 tons.
Where the hell's that ship? What's in HighnDry?
How far is the jump on our current jump drive?
2.
2.
Is it 2? Okay, because we're probably going to be traveling between stars a lot.
Let's do worst case scenario and say 6 tons for docking space. You're at net 0 for the medical bay because it's going to replace a stateroom. And 10 tons of concealed compartments isn't lost. It's only 10 tons for the 10 tons of the cargo bay or all over the ship is considered concealed compartment for doing smuggling, if that's what you wanted. And
so it's not actually lost. Okay, well
no,
then
it's not lost. It's just converted.
So okay, so then in that case, let me.
So you're looking at 18 tons of lost space.
One sec. Let me redo my math then. 33 minus 9.
And this is not including the arrow fins. So we're looking at 65.5.
Okay, so we're losing
So
24
you go down
tons.
to 47.5 tons of cargo space total.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
If you add the arrow fins, that brings you down to 37.5, though.
Well, one sec. Minus 24. I'm getting 41.5. The ship has 65.5 of cargo and 10 common areas.
So the upgrading to thrust 3 maneuver drive is only going to displace 5 tons. It would be 10 tons, but you're already taking up 5 tons with what you have. So it's only net 5 tons. Upgrading the power plant is another 5 tons. Each triple turret is 1 ton each. Docking space for an air raft, docking space for a G-bike are 6 tons total.
Okay. I forgot about that. But we don't need the air raft. Like that just wasted space. We just need the G-bike, I think.
Okay, so then you can just not do the air raft. So
that'll leave us with 40.5 by my count. Because I forgot about the G-bike.
5 tons plus 5 tons plus 2 tons
Hooray, admin stuff.
plus 1 ton is 13 tons displaced. Brings you down to... No, that can't be right. 5.5 minus 13 tons. Brings you down to 52.5 tons of cargo space.
Yeah, there you go. That's plenty. We're barely losing any.
Yeah, that isn't bad. And 10 tons of that. So essentially you have 42.5 tons of normal usable cargo space and 10 tons of concealed compartments.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, that's
and if we want to be like not bored, if we want like one thing, let's just get the fucking, where is it, the advanced entertainment system, which takes up one.
If you go with the arrow fins, it brings it down to 42.5.
How are you getting that? Can you check my math? It's the last thing it's the last thing in the Discord. I got arrow fins. Okay.
Arrow fins take up 5% of the ship's tonnage, which is 10 tons.
Okay, 10 tons. Medbay it doesn't take up anything.
Correct.
So that's 10. 2 triple turrets is 12. Thrust 3 is plus 5, that's 17. Power plant is another 5.
I don't know where you're getting all of this. So medbay displaces nothing. It's 0. There no tons.
Yeah. Okay. So
if we're going to talk about arrow fins, you've got 10 tons. You've got. Why are you doing an improved cryo berth? What's the point of that?
The cryo berth is only 200 kilograms. Why are we doing an improved cryo berth? So that if we don't have enough room in the auto dock, we can shove somebody in it.
Okay, but it doesn't take up any space. Autodock doesn't take up any space. Advanced bioreaction, again, I don't know that you're even going to be able to get that, but it doesn't take up any space. 2 triple turrets. Well, wait, no, there's stuff in here that you're not calculating for. 10 tons for arrow fins.
Yes.
5 tons for maneuver drive.
Yes.
5 tons for power plant.
Okay.
2 tons for turrets.
Okay, we're at 22 so far.
Correct. 1 ton for docking space.
23. And then 1 ton for mineral detection and 1 ton for life scanner. 25. So that's 25 tons.
Which brings you
And
to
we have
40 tons, 40.5 tons, which gives you 30.5 tons of usable cargo space, 10 tons of concealed.
Sure, but I'm also pointing out we have 10 tons worth of shared space, which we don't need that much shared space. We need
unless you want to take on passengers. I mean, you don't have to give the passengers their own space up there, but it's going to make for you're not going to be able to take any of the higher passage. I mean, they're basically going to be nothing but steerage.
Well, I mean, do we care? I was going to say, like, for our purposes, we probably want an advanced entertainment system, which is 10,000, and it doesn't list how much tons it is. I can't imagine.
It doesn't take up anything.
Oh, yeah, no tonnage is required. Yeah, so there you go. So we just get a whole bunch of PlayStations, Nintendos, just all emulated, of course.
PlayStation 100.
Exactly, all emulated, of course, because we're not paying those licensing fees. Are you kidding? But no, yeah. So we get an advanced entertainment system. We have a ship library. Like, what the hell else do we need?
Someplace for them to eat.
We have.
So the reason why this particular class of ship has 2 common areas, one on deck 1 is for the crew. On deck 2, it is for the passengers. And there's really no need for the passengers to ever come down into the crew areas, such as the cargo bay, engineering, or your own private common area. Otherwise, you're going to have people that are going to be crammed into a fucking sardine can for a week in jump, eating their meals and never leaving their stateroom.
No thanks.
Well, okay, but that's passengers. I mean, the real question is why would we be? What's more important to us, passengers or cargo?
Right now, cargo.
Right. So
passengers also, because
okay, fine. All right, fine.
So we can make connections and lots of money.
Okay, fine. So we can So we can keep 2. We need 2 tons for a gourmet kitchen. I can man the gourmet kitchen technically because I have a steward of rank 2 with the with my neuromods. So it requires 1 ton per 1 ton per diner. What is that's? Okay, fine, sure.
And 1,000 credits for the base minimum for life support per person, and that's feeding them essentially top ramen and soy paste with flavor packets.
Well, no. A gourmet kitchen. It says that it has specialized oven, refrigeration devices, food prep equipment that enable a qualified steward to tantalize.
Right. Having a fancy oven doesn't mean shit unless you go to the grocery store and buy the actual food to go on it. Otherwise, you're cooking flavor packets and ramen noodles.
What I'm saying though is that we can probably make do with like 5 tons worth of shared space. We do not need 10 tons of shared space. That is ridiculous.
Let me look up common areas.
Yeah, because I have no idea why this ship is wasting like 10 tons worth of...
Because of passengers.
Right. Okay, no, I understand. Okay, fine. Yes, I understand that, but we're not...
This is an all-around ship. This is not just a cargo vessel. This can do passenger freight as well as plain old cargo, and there's money to be had in that. Hold on here.
I'd say leave the common area as it is.
Okay, yeah, leave the common area because
We're losing.
rise as a
I would
socialist.
say we leave 5 at most.
Hold on.
Well, think of it this way: I spent
Piece
a
of shit.
stupid amount of money getting wafers of pretty much everything you can buy. And I have Clanker, who's already naturally a steward, and I can always wafer his ass to be an even better steward.
Okay.
So laundry
Look.
facilities are usually located in the common area as well.
Mhm.
So if
Okay.
you want them mixing their underwear with your guys' uniforms, that's fine.
I mean, I would say again, we're not a luxury liner. We're a 200-ton, piece of shit. I already expressed. Well, not piece of shit. We're a decent enough ship, but
So even at what is here, it is considered nothing more than a dining and recreation area, considered to be a pedestrian affair with some chairs, a table, a refrigeration device, food dispensaries, a fresher, laundry facilities, and that's laundry facilities are probably a combination dishwasher slash laundromat at the same time in the same unit. Possibly a holovision or other entertainment device. I mean, if you want to go extravagant, sometimes install more exotic entertainments. Common areas. Oh, you're not installing a hot tub.
well, actually, I was about. Hold on. Wait a minute. How many staterooms does this place have?
7. Well,
Not
6.
if you convert
6.
if you convert the one to a med bay, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 staterooms.
Well, it
9.
has less than that because Orion
We're
needs a
taking
room,
4.
Audrey needs a room.
Yeah. So
Major
there's
Tom needs a room.
Well, can Audrey and Major Tom share a room?
Yeah, you can double bunk these rooms.
okay. So realistically, we only have 4 staterooms for passengers. So 1 moment.
Yeah, if you each took your own stateroom, there would be 5 rooms for passengers.
And 1 for the med bay.
That's not counting the med bay.
No, so all right. 5 users and tons. Okay. Hot tub for
Oh wait,
Well-
no, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
yeah, but there's 4
Yeah,
of
no,
us
there
for
would be
crew.
there would be 5 staterooms for passengers.
Okay, well,
And like I said, you could double bunk them.
We could double. Yeah, we should convert one to low berths anyway. And then a wet bar, and then a wet bar is 0 tonnage. So, if as far as recreation goes for people, I'm going to post this in the Roll20. We can have an advanced entertainment system, which is 0 tons, a wet bar, which is also 0 tons, a gourmet kitchen for 4 users, which either all of us or the passengers, which is 4 tons, and a hot tub for 4 users, which is 1 ton. That's 5 tons of shared space. What the hell else do we need on a ship? If we want, I think that's plenty of entertainment. Plus, we have a library, a good one. I think you said
it's less about what it is. That people need space.
Right. You're in a tin can. You're stuck for nowhere to go for at least a week, and likely longer than that.
The idea is basically once they come on the ship, they can stay up on the 2nd floor. We don't have to go up there unless you have a bedroom up there. Is the whole point.
Right.
That we can send Clank up there to do steward shit, and you can go up there to go to your bedroom. Otherwise, we're down here doing our own thing. They're up there doing their own thing, and it's just easy money and better rep.
Okay, but we lose. But
So here's the
Okay,
thing. Here's
whatever.
the thing, Kaz. You're getting way hung up on having massive amounts of cargo space. But here's the reality. You can't afford to purchase the cargo to fill that massive cavity of cargo space. I doubt
And
that, at least starting out, you're not even going to be able to fill half of this 40.5 tons as left over.
okay, fine. If we're okay with 40.5 tons, then sure, whatever.
It's
I'm
good enough for
okay
now.
with it.
Then we can always add more later.
All right. We still should. I think we should still invest into that layout for the common area, at least for just for ourselves, just so that we can we can soak a hot tub, we can have a drink, we can play Nintendo 64.
You guys want to install a fucking hot tub? I think that's hilarious.
Why not? We can afford it. It's cheap and it takes up no tonnage.
That's true.
We
It does.
can't afford it. This was on a loan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a loan. It's not real money.
Well,
I mean, I'm
I
putting
can see his
half
point.
a million credits up.
I can see his point. That's like going and buying a brand new car and not getting the biggest, best sound entertainment system that comes with it. You are literally talking about pennies. At the most, you're going to raise your monthly payment by $2 by getting that better sound system. So
Yeah, it's a moot point.
right. But man, I've seen
Yeah.
people. Oh, I don't want to spend that extra money, dude. It's $2 a month. I think you can afford the CD player.
Exactly. Like if you're spending, it's like I remember I got you like when I was taking out college loans, right? Like I remember one time I took out an extra 2,000 to buy myself a good PC, and the people were like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" I'm like, because it raises my monthly, my monthly thing by like $5. It ends
Right.
up being, and
Right.
it's like,
It's worth
who
it.
gives a shit?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
like I
worth
need
it.
it for shit. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yes. So what have you got for your total expenditure? I can tell you.
So that
I can tell you what this costs on my end.
I got 50.82
On here.
mega credits. Plus, whatever the advanced entertainment system, gourmet kitchen, hot tub, and wet bar, but that's like chump change. That call it like.
And that,
I
well,
don't know.
are you including the 35 million for the purchase of the ship?
No.
Okay.
That's separate. I'm just
So-
talking about the upgrades.
So we're looking at roughly 90 million
Yeah. Okay.
flat. And that is
Yeah.
just the purchase and upgrades, of which you get 50% discount, bringing it down to 45 million. So 45 mega credits. Oh wait, no, it does not. Hold on.
It was 30% off for the ship and 50% off the upgrades, if I recall
No,
correctly.
No, it's 30% of the total value of the ship.
Okay.
So we'll say 55 divided by 2 brings your upgrades to 27.5 mega credits plus 35. Your total loan cost for just purchasing everything comes to 62.5. Now, however, your down payment. What in the fuck is going on with Roll20?
Yeah,
So
mine
weird.
Who
had an
knows?
error too.
Your down payment of 1.1 mega credits brings that cost down to 61.4 mega credits. Now, insurance value. Insurance value of the entire ship for this loan. You have some options there. Your base option would be 20% value. Your next best option would be 50% value, and then of course there is 100% value. So, how much do you want to pay per year in insurance?
I will
20,
leave that up to the
50, or
group.
100? 100, of
50.
course. 100, of course, is going to be an astronomical amount. But if the
Yeah.
ship is destroyed, they will replace it. for a ship of like value.
On the other hand, the ship
question
is destroyed. That's TPK. So
right.
Yeah, we wouldn't be allowed to worry about it.
yeah, can we do 10%?
Yeah. So
Yeah, the
let's
smaller
see.
amount is
Let's
best.
see here.
Yeah, small amount. Then we buy with a smaller amount. We buy a set of we buy battle dresses for everyone, and then just take over another ship. There you go.
Yeah, good luck with that. So you're looking at only adding 6.14, so 614,000 to that loan. Well, no, to your payment. Hold on. 4 times 0, 614.
Yeah, we would only want the premium insurance if it's for a ship that we owned but someone else flew.
Yeah,
That's true. That's why most corporations do it that way.
exactly. And consider the insurance a tax write-off.
So that insurance would be, let's see here. $61,400 comes to 5,116. And 61400.
While he's calculating that, is everybody okay with the name change to the Stubborn Bastard?
Sure, I don't mind.
No, but I'm the dissenting voice, so that's okay.
3 versus 1.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I still think my name is better, of course, but Well, that can be our next goal. Like, as far as ship upgrades go, these are my next goals. One, I want those psionic staterooms so that I can convert my room to a psionic stateroom, but we probably need to go to, Zhidani space to do that. And then I want, what the hell else did I want? I wanted something else. And yes, the 14 mega credit android.
Well, you're probably not going to be able to find the Android. I mean, at least not here. You're not.
Well, no, not here, but I mean, no. This is for future goals.
By that point,
I put
buy
the
another
art
ship.
in the Discord chat.
You did what?
In the Discord,
Oh,
what the Android would look like.
Well, first we have to pay off all of our bills we just got.
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's good. Why not?
So fun. Here's
your
a life lesson.
Your mortgage payment comes out to $1,189,906 per month.
Ooh.
Can you write that down somewhere?
How many years is that over?
Like 30.
Oh man. So it's basically our house.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, literally. That's why I want to get like the fucking PlayStation 100.
Okay, that's fair.
Because we're not like well, unless we sell this thing, but
we're in for the long haul, at least for now.
Yeah. Unless we find a better ship, and then we can just snatch
a better
it,
ship, or rates fall and we refinance if there's a recession.
So we owe 1.1 million mega credits every 4 weeks.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, that's affordable, but that's okay. So, as I was about to say, and also for the audience listening, so here's a fun new trick you can do about paying loans back.
I did that wrong. It's 594,000.
which is still
Is what's-
ridiculous.
a
Is
little
your
bit
monthly
less.
payment.
And that's better.
It's only $500,000, or a little over.
Well, if we can do the humanitarian mission in less than a month and pay our first mortgage payment.
Unfortunately, humanitarian missions tend to pay poorly, generally speaking.
Usually, yeah.
That's why we're
I
we're having
guess.
Blender be.
But it's the only job we have right now.
Yeah, so no, I mean it's better than nothing. Plus, we can make money selling them medical supplies.
And the mining rights if we find minerals.
Yeah, which is why we have the life scanner and the mineral scanner.
Correct.
Oh,
Let
if
me-
we have
let me
a
update
life
this.
scanner, since the planet has a large ocean, we should do an oceanography. The Robert,
Yes.
What's his name? Jacques Cousteau
What?
type
What?
mission. And then, like, if we found the jellyfish from SpongeBob where you squeeze them and they squirt jelly, and traded that to other planets.
And you went with 2 triple turrets, right?
Yeah.
What,
Well, so
what weapons are you putting in the first triple turret?
first triple turret: 1 particle beam, 1 missile rack, 1 sandcaster.
Hold on here.
But yeah, Audrey, you're basically correct. The reason why I got it is because we can use the mineral scanner to scan for useful minerals. We use a life scanner to find useful life stuff. Especially the planet Walston, which we're going to go back to. It's listed that their primary thing is subsistence farming and subsistence aquaculture. So if we can find, like, I don't know, whales or something, like useful whales. We can set up a whale extraction business. Sorry, research. It's called whale research.
And what is in turret number 2?
2 particle beams and 1 missile rack. We should also buy some missiles.
Well, yeah, or even like if we found big whales, we could even set up sustainable whale harvesting.
Yeah, there you go. That.
Because, like, you can take their blubber and make lamp oil or whatever you want, or motor
So,
oil,
fuel.
or car
each-
fuel.
each missile rack holds 12 missiles, and those run 250,000 for 12 standard missiles each. So 500,000.
Okay, so 500,000 for a full reload. Okay. Missiles are expensive, but very damaging.
And did you want to go with just to fill the racks, or do you want to have 1 additional reload each?
I think fill the racks in 1 reload, probably.
Okay, so standard.
We're gonna have this.
That's
ship
not a cool extra million. Why not?
We have this ship for like 2 months, and it's gonna get repoed.
Well, hey, but listen, now we can at least punch above our weight class, so that's important.
Yeah, we can survive the first round of space combat.
Yeah.
Sandcaster canisters. A sandcaster holds 20 canisters, and a reload of 20 canisters is 25,000.
Okay, so let's have one full reload of that as well.
I'll say 2 times and ammo. Okay. Let's see here. Docking space with G-bike. Med bay. Concealed compartments. Mineral detection scanner.
Right. So while he's doing that, what I was going to say is, as far as loans go. So, fun fact: this is true in both Traveler and IRL. If you just kind of don't pay your loans and kind of disregard all phone calls, disregard all collection agencies, depending on the statute of limitations in your state or country, they eventually just go away, and they'll fall off your credit card report too.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, no, I got away with not paying, like, those student loans I took out. I still owe the government some, but the private loans, No, I walked away from all of them. It like I had to rebuild my credit score afterwards. It took me like 3 years to rebuild it, but now I'm at like high. I can actually just look it up right now what my credit score is. But yes, it will take you a while to rebuild it. But hey, I don't at least I don't owe Sally Mae 30 grand anymore. It's just free money. Why not? New York State statute of limitations was 5 years, so you can probably do the same thing in travel. Or well, I guess they'll send bounty hunters after
Yeah, they'll
you.
send
But
bounty hunters after you.
Well, yeah,
what I was
there
gonna,
I wonder how many decades the Third Imperium statute of limitations is. Maybe 100.
yeah, probably
It
I'm at
probably lasts a
788
long
right
time.
now. Yeah, I'm
well,
at 788
but
right now.
So
space is really big, so there are more places to hide.
that is true. So
Oh,
your mortgage payment and your current status as whether it is paid or not is part of your transponder package. This is why altering transponder ship registries is nigh impossible. You can change the
right.
name, and you can even make modifications to be able to turn on or off. You basically your transponder right now as is has an option for auto, which basically means it's constantly transmitting, and you can set it for only on a ping. And there is an option where, and this is mostly set for piracy, where they turn it off entirely, which usually is a telltale sign that they're a bad guy. But whenever you come into port, I mean, you can't dock without a transponder. Your transponder has to be turned on, and as soon as your transponder is turned on, it sends your ship registry and your current loan status, whether you've made a payment or not. And that is how they
Yeah.
track you from one system to the next, and how they update whether or not you have made a payment. As soon as you are in port and you make a payment through the Starport Authority system, it updates your transponder, and the next port that you go to, 1 or 2 or 3 jumps away, will then register that you made a payment. So that's kind of that's part of what transponders do in Traveler.
Right.
So okay, I've got everything written down.
Nice.
Your payment is going to come to. Oh wait.
Oh, but if you owe the Imperium money, you can always defect to the Sword World or the Vargar.
So Vargar, Sword World, Jadani. Also,
That's-
depending on the kind of ship that the bounty hunter comes after you, it could just be a pinata if you think about it.
That's true.
Of course, when the guy comes after you in a 1,000-ton pirate cruiser, then okay, yeah, maybe you're kind of fucked, but
You have options.
you have options. Yes, exactly. So, which I mean, to be fair, like a lot of people just did that, like because this sort of represents the age of sail, like
Right.
the Travelers built on age of sail paradigm. So yeah, I mean, you could just be a British captain who's like, you know what? I have so much debt in the British Empire. I'm going to work for the Spanish now, or the Portuguese, or
Oh,
the
they did.
French.
Yeah, they did that all the time.
Constantly.
They just changed their flag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
if you sail far enough, then you can be forgotten about.
exactly.
That's true too. So
Yeah,
your
so-
monthly loan payment comes out to 594,953 credits per month. You are insured. Part of that mortgage is a monthly payment of 61,400 credits for 10% ship insurance, which will cover ship damage. It will cover cargo loss, but only up to 10% of the value, which is better than zero. Yeah, I've got everything down here. I will plug this into a ship record sheet, and and the ship's new name is what?
The Stubborn Bastard.
All right. So the ship is the Stubborn Bastard.
Okay, but is it going to be the A or the E in Bastard?
Ah,
Of course.
okay.
Okay, like that movie Glorious Bastards.
Yes. Because this ship will not die, just like its crew.
Of course
Famous fucking last words.
Well, I mean, it's
It's too damn
150 years
stubborn.
old and it's still banging around. So yeah.
Yeah,
Just
still
got a
ticking.
brand new M drive and power plant.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
it's
got
a
a brand
lucky
new a lot
ship.
of stuff.
It survived over a century.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff actually. Yeah.
And before
Yeah,
the
it's a good
end,
starter
I would
ship,
definitely,
actually.
since I'm assuming all this will take probably like a month or two to put on the ship, I would send a message to Blenderby saying that, hey, it's your old friends. We're on a new ship now. We own this ship. We're gonna come visit you, but currently our ship's being retrofitted. It'll be about a month or two until we see you from this message.
Yeah, this level of refit, you're probably looking at a good 2 months in dry dock.
Whatever time would basically say that, hey, after this is done, we're going directly to you. That's what I would send to him.
Okay. So you send off a message towards Elixabeth, where Blenderbee's household is, and we will break here for tonight and pick it up next week at 6 o'clock.
Sounds good.
And I will
Sounds
have
good.
Thank you very much for running.
I will have a ship record sheet and probably I'll do some surgery on the deck plans and should have her updated for you next week.
And here's my new tokens again, by the way.
Oh, let's see them.
Oh, let's see.
Well, I mean, you've already seen them before. But
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we'll post them in Roll20 so
Yep.
that our viewers can take a look.
Or post them, give them to me in Discord, and then I will update your tokens in Roll20 next week.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll probably need to commission somebody for it or Casimir. So
Sure. All right. Okay, guys. I will see you next week.
all right,
Okay.
thank you for running. See you guys. Good
Have a
night.
good one, guys.